Hello MotoGP fans, welcome back to ZNGP Today. Ducati Corse General Manager Gigi Dall'Igna celebrated Pecco Bagnaia's return to victory at the Austin Grand Prix, a result he believes could serve as a major boost ahead of the Qatar round. Speaking to Sky Sport, Dall'Igna emphasized the critical role of the rider's feeling on the bike and the unique technical nuances that differentiate each setup, even within the same team. At the Americas Grand Prix in Austin, Pecco Bagnaia dominated the race, capitalizing on Marc Márquez's crash to secure a vital victory. In a candid post-race interview, Bagnaia explained his strategy, his mental battle throughout the weekend, and the technical nuances of racing that played a crucial role in his performance. The drama at COTA reached fever pitch as Fabio Quartararo experienced a bizarre sighting lap crash that set off a chain of events for the monster Yamaha rider. From an inexplicable loss of front-end grip on what appeared to be dry tarmac to the scramble for a viable bike setup, Quartararo's day was marked by chaos and technical challenges before the race even began. Don't forget to click subscribe button and the bell icon for MotoGP news update. After a challenging start to the season, Bagnaia's win in Austin marked an important turning point. Dall'Igna noted that regaining confidence on the bike is paramount for the Italian, especially with Qatar, a track where Bagnaia particularly excels, on the horizon. I definitely think it was important for Pecco to get back to winning ways. But beyond the victory, this race was important because of the feeling I had on the bike since yesterday. That's what gives me the most hope. Quote from Dall'Igna. Reflecting on the performance, Dall'Igna stressed that while technological solutions are important, nothing can replace the mental state of the rider. According to him, the best technical advancements on paper mean little if they do not resonate with the rider's mindset. Technology always takes a step back compared to the rider's mind. Ultimately, it's the rider's mind that needs to be taken care of, more than the bike. When asked about differences between the bikes of Bagnaia and Marc Márquez, Dall'Igna explained that every rider's bike is built around their unique style and needs. While the fundamental components remain the same, individual setups can vary significantly, reflecting the personal approach of each rider. There are always differences between the bikes of two different riders, because they have different needs and riding styles. There always have been and always will be. He also clarified that no special technical changes were made to Bagnaia's bike for Austin. The same parts and basic configuration used in Argentina were in place, albeit with different settings. With the next round in Qatar just 2 weeks away, Dall'Igna expressed optimism about the future, highlighting Losail as a circuit that suits Bagnaia particularly well. While acknowledging that even the favorites can falter, he remains confident that this result will serve as a motivational multiplier for the team. Losail is a circuit we usually like, and Pecco in particular really likes it. Even the favorites can miss out on winning it, and those who start second can get an important result. Dall'Igna's insights underline the delicate balance between technical performance and the rider's mental strength. As Ducati heads into Qatar with Bagnaia reinvigorated and ready to push his limits, all eyes will be on whether this momentum can translate into further championship gains. The race is set, and as always in MotoGP, every fraction of a second counts. The race unfolded much like the first 2 rounds of the season for Bagnaia, with the Italian closely chasing Marc Márquez and Alex Marquez. After overtaking a BAM marker to move into second place, Bagnaia maintained his position until Marc's dramatic crash. Seizing the opportunity, he concentrated on building a gap and ultimately crossed the finish line as the winner. It's an incredible feeling, I'm very happy. It's the first time I've won here at COTA. I know this success is also due to Marc's crash, as he was faster than anyone else today. Quote from Bagnaia. Bagnaia admitted that the psychological battle of the weekend was as challenging as the on-track action. After struggling with braking in the first 2 races, he has gradually found his rhythm, thanks in large part to the support of his team. Their technical feedback helped him refine his approach, transforming initial nervousness into a confident performance. It hasn't been easy psychologically, given how the season started. In the first 2 races, I struggled to find the right feeling under braking. This weekend helped me a lot to find what I was looking for, and I'm back racing with a smile on my face. When questioned about the incident that turned the tide of the race, Bagnaia offered a clear assessment of Marc Márquez's approach. He noted that while he was striving to match Márquez's pace, the Spanish rider's aggressive use of the curbs at turn 4, cutting deeply into a still damp section, proved fatal. Without that mistake, Bagnaia believes Marc would have extended his lead even further. I saw he was very aggressive on the curbs. To be that competitive, you have to cut a lot at turn 4, but the curb was probably still a bit wet. Normally, I would have approached the corner the same way, but today the grip wasn't optimal. Bagnaia also compared his current performance with his struggles last year at COTA, noting significant improvements in both pace and confidence. The win not only adds crucial points to his championship tally but also signals a positive shift in his development on the new bike. With Qatar coming up, a circuit that suits him well, he remains optimistic about building on this momentum. Last year here with the GP24 I had a lot more difficulties. This win is a starting point. Now we know that by working a certain way we can win, just as we did last year. We just have to keep working and adapt to the conditions ahead. The drama of the start added another layer to the challenge. Bagnaia recalled how, at the grid, he observed early movements that indicated uncertainty among the competitors. When Marc Márquez had to head back to the pits, Bagnaia followed suit cautiously, aware that a misstep could invite penalties. Despite the confusion, he made the right decision, which ultimately allowed him and other riders to avoid immediate sanctions. The grid was dry, and I realized Marc hadn't gotten on his bike yet. At first, I thought I could have capitalized on that, but I had to be careful not to lose too much time. When I saw him racing back to the pits, I followed him, knowing that if only we did it, a penalty would follow. Pecco Bagnaia's victory at COTA not only demonstrates his racing acumen and mental resilience, but also highlights the razor-thin margins that define MotoGP. With valuable lessons learned and a renewed sense of purpose, Bagnaia looks forward to Qatar, ready to build on today's success and keep pushing the limits in the championship battle. In the early moments of the session, Quartararo suffered his first crash of the season during the sighting lap. Caught off guard by damp conditions despite slick tires and an apparently dry track, the Frenchman lost the front of his YZRM1. I don't understand why I crashed on the sighting lap. I was basically upright, the tarmac looked dry, and I wasn't even pushing, but I lost the front. It was a strange crash, Quartararo said. The crash stunned the team and Quartararo alike, marking a rare mishap for the former world champion. After the crash, Quartararo's troubles were far from over. Struggling to restart his M1, he received vital assistance from Max Miller, who helped taxi the damaged bike back into contention. However, this was only the beginning of his technical woes. Team director Massimo Marigali explained the ensuing dilemma. According to the regulations, if Fabio had entered pit lane for repairs, he would have had to start from there with a different tire specification and a ride-through penalty. So we told him to head back to the grid and prepared the bike by switching from dry to wet settings. Quote from Marigali. Yet, as the start was delayed, the team faced another hurdle. With almost half the grid following Marc Márquez back to the pits for their dry setups, Yamaha frantically converted Quartararo's undamaged spare bike to a dry configuration. However, there wasn't enough time to fully adjust, forcing Quartararo to race on what he described as a hybrid bike, a mix of wet and dry setups. Compounding the issue, an unusual dashboard alert regarding fuel forced him into low-power mode from lap 4 onward. My first bike was damaged, so I had to use my second bike, which had a different chassis and swing arm. We had an issue with the electronics, a fuel alert from lap 4, and in the end, it was a mistake. I had to change a lot of maps, and then the performance just wasn't there. Quote from Quartararo. Despite the technical chaos and the unforeseen hybrid setup, Quartararo managed to put in a competitive effort during the sprint, finishing in a season-best 6th. Yet, these early struggles left him in 10th position in the main race. Reflecting on the challenges of the day, Quartararo remains hopeful for improvement in future rounds. We had a great weekend overall, especially the sprint. It was a mess on the grid with the delayed start and the hybrid bike situation, but I'm confident that we'll have better luck next time. With the COTA weekend behind him, Quartararo and the Yamaha team now look ahead to the next round. Amid technical setbacks and unpredictable weather conditions, the resilience shown today serves as a reminder that even in MotoGP, when things go wrong, the fight is never over. The focus now shifts to learning from these challenges and fine-tuning the setup for a more consistent performance in the races to come. Thanks for watching ZNGP Today, and this is your MotoGP news update. See you next time.